श्रीमद् भगवद गीता का 15वां अध्याय पंचदश अध्याय प्रारंभ। ओम श्री भगवान उवाच ऊर्ध्वमूलमदः शाखम् अश्वत्थं प्राहुराव्ययम् छन्दांसि यस्य पर्णानि यस्तं वेद स वेदवेत् अधर्च चोर्ध्वं प्रसुता तस्य शाखा गुणा प्रबोधा विषय प्रवाला अधश्च मूलान्यनुसन्ततानि कर्मानुबन्धीनि मनुष्यलोक न रूपमस्ये अतथोपलभ्यते नान्तो न चार्दिर्न च सम्प्रतिष्ठा अस्वस्थमेनं सुरूढमूलं मसङ्गशस्त्रेण दढेन छित्त्वा ततः पदं तत्परिमार्गितव्यं यस्मिन् गता नानिवर्तन्ति भूय तमेव चाद्यं पुरुषं प्रपद्ये यतः प्रभूते प्रसुता पुराणे निर्माण मोह चित्संगदोषा अध्यात्मनित्या विनिवृत्त कामा द्वन्द्वैर्विमुक्ता सुख दुख संगनेहि गच्छन्त मूढापदमव्ययं तत् न तद्भासयते सूर्यो न शशांको न पावक यद् गत्वा निवर्तन्ते तद्धाम परमं मम ममैवांशो जीवलोके जीवभूतः सनातनः मनः षष्ठानीन्द्राणि प्रकृतिस्थानि कर्ष्यति शरीरं यद्वाप्नोति यच्चापृत्कामतीश्वरं गृहीत्वैतानि संयातिर्वायुगन्धानि वासयात् श्रोत्रं चक्षुस्पर्शनं च रसनं घ्राणमेव च अधिष्ठाय मनश्चाय विषयानुपसेवते उत्क्रामन्तं स्थितं वापि भुञ्जानं वा गुणान्वितं विमूढानानुपश्यन्ति पश्यन्ति ज्ञानचक्षुषा यतन्तो योगिनश्चैनं पश्यन्त्यात्मव्यवस्थितं यतन्तोऽप्यत्कुतात्मानो नैनं पश्यन्त चेतसः यदादित्यगतं तेजो जगद्भासेतेऽखिलं यच्चन्द्रमसि यच्चाग्नो तत्तेजो विधिमामकः गामाविश्य च भूतानि धारयाम्यहमोजसा पुष्णामि चौषधि सर्वा सोमो भूत्वा रसात्मकम् अहं वैश्वानरो भूत्वा प्राणिना देहमाश्रितः प्राणापानसमायुक्तं पचान्यनं चतुर्विधं सर्वस्य चाहं हृदि सन्निविष्टो मतः स्मृतिर्ज्ञा नमपोहनं च वेदे च सर्वैरहमेव वेदो वेदान्तकृद्वेद विदेह चाहं द्वाविमो पुरुषो लोके क्षरक्षाक्षर एव च क्षरक्षरवाणी भूतानि कुटस्थोऽक्षर उच्यते उत्तम पुरुषस्त्वन्य परमात्मेतु धारत यो लोकत्रयमाविश्य बिभत्य य ईश्वर यस्माक्षरमतीतोऽहम् अक्षरादपि चौतम अतोऽस्मि लोकवेदे च प्रथितः पुरुषोत्तमं यो मामेव सम्मूढो जानाति पुरुषोत्तमं स सर्वदा भजति मां सर्वभावेन भारत इति गुह्यतमं शास्त्रम् मिदं मुक्तं मया नघः एतद् बुद्ध्वा बुद्धिमानश्च कृतकृत्यश्च भारत। ओम तत्सदिति श्रीमद्भगवद्गीतायां उपनिषदो ब्रह्म विद्यायां श्रीकृष्णार्जुन संवादे पुरुषोत्तम नाम पंचदशोऽध्यायः श्रीकृष्णार्पणमस्तु। ओम यजुर्वेदी विष्णु सूक्त। हरि ओम सहस्रशीरेखा पुरुषः सहस्राक्षः सहस्रपातः भूमिगो सर्वतस्वत्वात् सांगुलम् पुरुष वेदगो सर्वं जद्भूतं जच भाव्यम् उतामृतत्वशेषानो जदन्यनातिरोहति एतावान् च महिमातो जायां च पुरुषः पादोस्य विश्वाभूतानि त्रिपादस्यामृतं देवी त्रिपादूर्ध्वोदेत् पुरुषः पादोष्याभवत् पुनः ततो विक्रम व्यक्रामशासनानशने अभि ततो विराट जायत विराजोऽधिपुरुषः स जातो अत्यजत पश्चात् भूमिमथो पुरः तस्माद्दग्नात् सर्वतः संवृतं प्रकदाज्यम् गावो जग्निरे छन्दागुच जग्ने तस्माद्यजो तस्माद् जायत ओम तस्माद्दग्नात् सर्वोत्तरे च सामानि जग्ने छन्दागुच जग्निरे तस्माद्यजो तस्माद् जायत तस्माद् स्वाजयं के चोभयादत गावो जग्ने तस्मात् तस्मात् जाता जावयः तम जग्नं बहिरिके पोक्षन् पुरुखं जातमग्रत तेन देवाय जंत साध्यारे कैचे जत्पुरुखं व्यदधो कतिदा विक्लबन्न मुखं किमस्यास्कित किं बाहो किमूरुपादा उच्येते ब्राह्मणस्य मुखमा सिद्धबाहुराजन्यः ते कृतः गुरु तदश द्वेष पदव्यागो शूद्रो जायत चंद्रमा मनसो जात चक्षो सूर्यो जायत श्रोत्राद्वायु च प्राण च मुखादग्निरजायत नाभ्यासिदन्तरिक्षगोशिष्णो द्योः समोतत पृथिव्यां भूमि दिशा श्रोत्रा तथा लोकान् कल्पयन् यत्पुरुषेण विखादेवा जगन्मतन्वत वसन्तो स्यासीदा जङ्घ्रिखमैदमः शरदविः सप्तास्यासन् परिदृशे सप्तसमिता कृताः देवा जदग्नन्दनवाना बद्धन् पुरुखं पशुम् जग्नेन जग्नमय जन्तदेवास्तानि धर्माणि प्रथमान्यासन् तेहनाकमयिमानः सचन्त चित्रपूर्वे साध्याः सन्ति देवाः ओमद्भ्यः सम्भृत पृथिवीर्सच्च विश्वकर्मणः समवर्तताग्रे तुष्टाविदद्रूपमेति तन्मतस्य देवत्वमाजानमग्रे वेदामेतं पुरुखं महान्तमादित्यवर्णन्तमसः प्रस्तात् त्वमेव विदित्वा तुमेति नान्यपन्था विदते यनाय प्रजापतिश्चरति गर्भे अन्तर्जायमानो बहुधा विजायते तस्य योनिं परिपश्यन्ति धीरा तस्मिन् हस्तु भुवनानि स्वाहा जो देवेभ्यः तपति जो देवानां पुरोहित पूर्वो जो देवेभ्यो जातो नमो रुचाय ब्रह्मणे ऋचं ब्राह्मण जनयन्तो देवाग्रस्तो दुर्वृन्न जस्वे ओं ब्राह्मणो विद्यात् तस्य देवा सन्वते श्रीश्चते लक्ष्मीश्च पत्न्या बहुरात्रे पार्श्वे नक्षत्राणि रूपमश्विनो व्यातं मैषन्निखाणं मुम्मैखाण सर्वलोकं मैखानः ओम अथ पितृसुक्त वेदना मंत्रो अने पितृनु सुक्त पितृभ्यः स्वधाभ्यः स्वधा नमः पितामहेभ्यः स्वधाभ्यः स्वधा नमः अक्षन्न पितरो मे मदन्त पितरो त्रितिष्ठन्त पितरः पितरः सुन्दध्वम् ओम अपोहत पितरः सौम्यासि बृहस्पतिप्रियकृतेन अगमन्तो यव श्रुवन्ति ब्रुवन्तन् सुमान आयन्तो पितरः सौम्यासि कृष्वन्न पार्थिदेव आसीनः प्राणसुक्तम् अयं पुरो भुवतस्य प्राणो भुवाय वसन्तो प्राणायनो गायत्री वासन्ति गायत्र कृपा गु सुररूपा गु श्रोत्रिवृत्तिः वृतन्तरः वसिष्ठ श्री प्रजापति गृहीत्वायाः ओम त्र्यंबकं यजामहे सुगंधिं पुष्टिवर्धनम् उर्वारुकमिव बन्धनान् मृत्योर्मुक्षीयमामृतात्। सब लोग हम एक ओम नमः शिवाय की माला का जप करेंगे। सबको साथ में बोलना है। ओम नमः शिवाय, 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 ओम नमः शिवाय। शांति मंत्र। ओम द्योः शान्तिरन्तरिक्षगो शान्तिः पृथिवी शान्तिरापः शान्तिरो कधयः शान्तिः वनस्पतयः शान्तिर्विश्वे देवाः शान्ति ब्रह्म शान्तिः सर्वगो शान्ति शान्तिरेव शान्ति शामा शान्तिरेधि। ओम शान्तिः ओम शान्तिः ओम शान्तिः। अंजलि गीत। हे नाथ जोड़ी हाथ पाए प्रेम थी सौ मागीए शरणु मळे साचू तमारू ये हृदय थी मागीए। जे जीव આવ્યો आप पासे चरण मां अपनावजो। परमात्माए आत्माने शांति साची आपजो। परमात्माए आत्माने शांति साची आपजो। वળી કર્મના યોગે કરીજે કુળમાએ અવતરે ત્યાં પૂર્ણ પ્રેમે ઓ પ્રભુજી આપની ભક્તિ કરે। લખ 84 બંધનોને લક્ષ્યમાં લઈ કાપજો। પરમાત્માએ આત્માને શાંતિ સાચી આપજો. પરમાત્માએ આત્માને શાંતિ સાચી આપજો. સુસંપત્તિ સુવિચારને શતકર્મનો લઈ વારસો. જન્મો જન્મ સતસંગથી કીર્તાર પર ઉતારજો. આલોકને પર લોકમાં તવ પ્રેમ રગ રગ વ્યાપજો. પરમાત્માએ આત્માને શાંતિ સાચી આપજો. પરમાત્માએ આત્માને શાંતિ સાચી આપજો. મળે મોક્ષ કે સુખ સ્વર્ગના આશા ઉરે એવી નથી. દ્યો દેહ દુર્લભ માનવીનો ભજન કરવા ભાવથી. સાચું બતાવી રૂપ શ્રી રણ છોડ હૃદયે સ્થાપજો. પરમાત્માએ આત્માને શાંતિ સાચી આપજો. પરમાત્માએ આત્માને શાંતિ સાચી આપજો. પરમાત્માએ આત્માને દિવ્ય શાંતિ આપજો. પરમાત્માએ આત્માને ચિર શાંતિ આપજો. ओम शांति शांति शांति। अब आपको शब्द रूपी श्रद्धांजलि जो भजन गाना है आप आइए। भजन करवाना चेयर इधर चाहिए, नीचे बैठना, आप लोग इधर आ जाइए, इधर आ चलो आ जाओ।
Thank you all for being here today. On behalf of the family, really deeply touched by all the warmth, love and respect that you have given Mahesh and the family. A beautiful soul with a heart of gold who had made a home away from home and a family like y'all away from his family, far away in this beautiful land. We just gathered here to make sure that his journey ahead and his soul rests in peace. We will keep with us the lovely memories that he's left back with us as he continues his journey heavenwards. We pray to the God, Lord Ganesha, to remove all the obstacles and hurdles that come in the way of Bharati, Lapakshi, all you friends and family. May his soul rest in peace. Thank you. Yado nanda shaktiranantascha jiva yado nirgunada prameva gunaste yado nanda shaktir सदाधिव भिन्नं सदा तं गणेशं नमामो भजामः सदा तं गणेशं नमामो भजामः सदा तं गणेशं नमामो भजामः यच्च विराजी जगत् सर्वमेता तदा चाप्सनो विश्वगो विश्वगोप्ता तदेन्द्रादयो देवसंगा मनुष्यः सदा तं गणेशं नमामो भजामः सदा तं गणेशं नमामो भजामः सदा तं गणेशं नमामो भजामः सदा तं गणेशं नमामो भजामः।
ईश्वर अल्लाह तेरे नाम सबको सन्मति दे भगवान। ईश्वर अल्लाह तेरे नाम सबको सन्मति दे भगवान। सबको सन्मति दे भगवान। सारा जग तेरी संतान। सारा जग तेरी संतान। सारा जग तेरी संतान। इस धरती पर बसने वाले सब है तेरे गोद के पाले। इस धरती पर बसने वाले सब है तेरी गोद के पाले। सब है तेरी गोद के पाले। कोई नीच न कोई महान सबको सन्मति दे भगवान। सबको सन्मति दे भगवान। सारा जग तेरी संतान। सारा जग तेरी संतान। ना तो नस्लों के बंटवारे झूठ कहाए तेरे द्वारे। ना तो नस्लों के बंटवारे झूठ कहाए तेरे द्वारे। झूठ कहाए तेरे द्वारे। तेरे लिए सब एक समान सबको सन्मति दे भगवान। सबको सन्मति दे भगवान। सारा जग तेरी संतान। सारा जग तेरी संतान। जन्म का कोई मोल नहीं है। जन्म मनुष्य का तोल नहीं है। जन्म का कोई मोल नहीं है। जन्म मनुष्य का तोल नहीं है। जन्म मनुष्य का तोल नहीं है। कर्म से है सबकी पहचान। सबको सन्मति दे भगवान। सबको सन्मति दे भगवान। सारा जग तेरी संतान। सारा जग तेरी संतान। ईश्वर अल्लाह तेरे नाम सबको सन्मति दे भगवान। ईश्वर अल्लाह तेरे नाम सबको सन्मति दे भगवान। सबको सन्मति दे भगवान। सबको सन्मति दे भगवान।
इतनी शक्ति हमें देना दाता। मन का विश्वास कमजोर होना। हम चले नेक रास्ते पे हमसे भूल कर भी कोई भूल होना। इतनी शक्ति हमें देना दाता। मन का विश्वास कमजोर होना, दूर अज्ञान के हो अंधेरे, तू हमें ज्ञान की रोशनी दे, हर बुराई से बचते रहे हम, जितनी भी दे भली जिंदगी दे, बैर होना किसी का किसी से, भावना मन में बदले की होना, हम चले नेक रास्ते पे हमसे, भूल कर भी कोई भूल होना, इतनी शक्ति हमें दे न दाता, मन का विश्वास कमजोर होना, हम न सोचे हमें क्या मिला है, हम ये सोचे किया क्या है अर्पण, फूल खुशियों के बाटे सभी को, सबका जीवन ही बन जाए मधुबन, अपनी करुणा का जल तू बहा के, कर दे पावन हर एक मन का कोना, हम चले नेक रास्ते पे हमसे, भूल कर भी कोई भूल होना, इतनी शक्ति हमें दे न दाता, मन का विश्वास कमजोर होना।
All of you all can join us so that each of our voices reach Mahesh. He Ram, He Ram, He Ram, He Ram, जग में सजो तेरो नाम, हे राम, हे राम, हे राम, हे राम, तू ही माता तू ही पिता है, तू ही माता तू ही पिता है, तू ही तो है राधा का श्याम, हे राम, हे राम, हे राम, हे राम, तू अंतर्यामी सबका स्वामी, तू अंतर्यामी सबका स्वामी, तेरे चरणों में चारों धाम, हे राम, हे राम, हे राम, हे राम, तू ही बिगाड़े तू ही सवारे, तू ही बिगाड़े तू ही सवारे, इस जग के सारे काम, हे राम, हे राम, हे राम, हे राम, तू ही जगदाता विश्व विदाता, तू ही जगदाता विश्व विदाता, तू ही सुबह तू ही शाम, हे राम, हे राम, हे राम, हे राम, हे राम, हे राम। सर्वेषां स्वस्तिर्भवतु सर्वेषां स्वस्तिर्भवतु सर्वेषां शान्तिर्भवतु सर्वेषां शान्तिर्भवतु सर्वेषां पूर्णं भवतु सर्वेषां पूर्णं भवतु सर्वेषां मङ्गलं भवतु मङ्गलं भवतु सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः सर्वे सन्तु निरामया सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत् ॐ शान्ति शान्ति Shanti. If any of you all would like to come and offer a prayer, share a memory, or talk about Mahesh, please do so. You're very welcome to join us here. I'm sure all of you all have some wonderful memories about him or want to send him a thought or a prayer. Please do so. We can bring the mic over so that you can share your thoughts with us. Thank you so much.
Thank you, everyone, for joining. Thank you for the lovely prayers. We are gathered here today in memory of my brother, Mahesh. He was taken away too soon from us. Mahesh was full of life, and life of every gathering and every party. He lived a life very honest, hardworking, cared immensely about his family, friends, and work. If I have to describe Mahesh in one sentence, I would say he was a God-fearing family man who cared about everyone. He was a man of his commitment and someone you can rely on in case you need something. He will make it happen. I've listened to so many stories over the last 10, 13 days from his friends and family where we all are going to miss him. One thing you'll never hear from Mahesh is the word no. Ali, I haven't heard that word. He was always there for you. Such a kind soul. My dear Mahesh, I know you're gone. I want you to know that I'll always think about you every day, and I'll always miss you. It's a very big void to fill. Weekly family calls will not going to be the same without you. Gathering among friends and family will not be the same without you. Who's going to pull the pranks you always pulled on people? Who's going to call people with nicknames and make fun of them? One thing about Mahesh, he was fearless and fun. The man lived his life in style and left in style. May your love spirit always live on to guide us. Like my sister Radhika put it in, hope you find a Bajawala Gadi on a journey to heaven. Om Shanti. Thank you.
Thanks all of you for being here. I feel every man is known for the amount of people he touches in his lives. And Mahesh was such a person who's touched n number of lives. The amount of love that we have seen for him from each one of you, from all the comments that we've seen on social media, has been overwhelming. He was an amazing man who loved his family to the core. I mean, he loved Bharti deeply. He was deeply in love with his daughter Lipakshi. And a very ambitious man. I feel every man here, I mean, hats off to all the men who go out there and work just to make us happy and to keep all our wishes fulfilled. And Mahesh would always do that. In fact, he would hardly, come for vacations, maybe 5 days, 6 days, because he wanted to give the best to his family. So a big thank you to Mahesh for all the memories that you have created in all our minds. Thank you so much. And all your good will be remembered. Thank you.
All of you all between each other know how close you all were. After seeing the love that he's received, we feel we've been very far away from him. I'm just going to hand it over to each of you. Please say a few words. I know this will reach Mahesh. It may not bring him back, but his soul will be touched. I'm just going to pass it to you all. Please pass it to the next person. Thank you.
I don't know what to say. Mahesh was not only a dear friend. We have been knowing each other for last several years, and in fact, we used to go to run every day, almost together, twice, thrice in a week. I don't know what that day was, unfateful day. For all of us, on behalf of our friends, I think Mahesh was like that icing on the cake, who used to make the cake more beautiful. On the day I was leaving for India on 14th of July, we had a lunch together, and he, in his typical style, told me, "Saleh, दोपहर में beer पी रहा है." I was the only one having beer, and I offered him that तू भी एक ले ले, एक से क्या होगा. Never did I realize that this was the last time I'm getting him to offer a drink. We'll miss you, Mahesh. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. I'm also at loss of words what to say, because never expected to say bye to Mahesh in such a way. We had been such close friends for the past 6, maybe 10 years we've been, I don't even recall, but in this short span of time we got so close that we would find any excuse to pull each other's legs, and yeah, it's a shock. Yeah, it's a shock. Mahesh, you left us too soon. Om Shanti. Om Shanti.
Dear God, thank you for sending Mahesh in our lives. And please give the strength to everybody that he came to know. Please give the strength to Bharti and Lipakshi so they come out this very strong, and to the rest of the family as well.
Jai Shri Krishna. Together with Mahesh, we touched a lot. Those who know, I would consider him, I will say something different, but he brought into the Tanzania the retail experience of the shopping into a supermarket. That was my biggest experience with Mahesh. In 2020, 3 years back, we were together in Serengeti and full of love. We wish his soul to rest in peace. Om Shanti.
Well, this is a day so difficult, and I can imagine how touching it is for all of us. I have personally known Mahesh for about 8-9 years in this Karam Bhumi that we have been together. If there is one thing that we can all take away, he was full of life. And if we celebrate our life the way he did, I think we would have lived it. So, all the best, Mahesh. You are blessed, and may your soul rest in eternal peace.
Om Shanti. Very difficult to say anything about Mahesh. Only I know him for many years, not exactly remember how many years. But as someone said earlier, I met him earlier when he was trying to build up the shopper's business. And he met us in the office with our sales team. That he wanted to create an experience which is not available in Tanzania that time. It was almost 7 or 8 years back. And he was very clear at that time. Someone asked also, is Dar es Salaam ready for that type of experience or that type of supermarket concept? He was very clear in his thoughts. And this was long time back when hardly there were few supermarkets were coming from South Africa. And we asked him also whether we'll be able to compete against those big brands which are multinational markets. He was very, very confident at that time also. So he was one person, if we have to remember him, was full of life and never afraid of making jokes. Even when somebody is serious, he was ready to share or crack a joke. We were not very close, not spent much time, but whenever in any gatherings we have met him, he was always forthcoming, upfront, and full of life, enjoying with the family. I wish his soul rest in eternal peace and give strength to the family, Bharati and Lipi, so that they can overcome this loss, which is very difficult to fill, but only we can pray for him. He has lived his life, and he has shown one big thing, that you, till the time you are here, you have to enjoy and be in the company of your friends or family, wherever you are, away from home. Live the life king size, and that's the only thing I can tell about him. Om Shanti.
Hello. On behalf of Shoppers Supermarket, I'd like to thank Mr. Mahesh. He's been with us for last 14 years, and he was a great soul and a great person. We had learned lots of things from Mr. Mahesh, and he was like a father for us. From 2 supermarkets, we made 6 supermarkets, so he was behind all of that. We thank you so much for that, and we will always miss him. May his soul rest in peace. Thank you very much for everything.
Jai Shri Krishna. For me, it was a shock basically when I heard about Mahesh. I wasn't in the country. I had met him just a couple of days before I went to India. And he was, as usual, lively, lovely, and very, very enjoying that moment. I never expected that I will never see him again. Normally, people say that the God takes good people away from us. But I feel he took Mahesh very, very early. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. First of all, my condolences with this entire family. We are all a family of, and we have been together. At least we spent almost 9 years together, and we have today are all in grief. Grief and Mahesh are like two opposites. They don't go well. But unfortunately today, we are all grief-stricken, and I'm sure wherever he is, he will be as vibrant as he was when he was with us. He is going to be full of life wherever he is. He's going to create his own aura, and he will make people with his pranks full of life. Mahesh, it was really great to be very fortunate to have known you, and hope and wish that entire family is able to recover from this great loss, and we will all pray that you are able to bless us from wherever you are. Cheers to you. Take care.
Om Shanti. Mahesh had been a lovely person, and any interaction that we had with him in a social gathering was always with a great hug, with a great smile that he always was wearing, and something that would boost you and your morale whenever you meet him. As we've heard, he's been a great individual who's brought in the retail supermarket industry here in Tanzania. He's been the sole person who's been successful in that industry. We have had great times together at home, etc. And it's very unfortunate for losing him like this. But we would always remember. We'd build great memories with him, and we'll always cherish them. May God rest his soul in peace and give strength to all of us to bear this loss. Om Shanti.
When we lose someone from our family, no amount of words can talk about the pain that we are going through, especially someone as close and dear as Mahesh has been. The energy that he brought into our lives, he was always there for us. Anytime we could call him up and say, Mahesh bhai, and he would say, Bolo Seth. And these moments that we have lived, every occasion over the last so many years we have been together, the pain that we are feeling just cannot be mentioned, and I pray that God gives us the strength to all the ones who are close to him, to his family, to be able to live with his memories and what he's given us over the last so many years. Mahesh, I wish wherever you are that you're in a better place and you'll be truly missed.
Mahesh has ever been a very energetic, loving, dynamic, and vibrant friend to me and to our group here, always smiling, and his smile has always carried $1 million value. We are definitely going to miss him, but life need to keep moving on. We have to reconcile this mishap, and especially on the family member. And my prayers to the family members that Almighty should give them all strength to overcome this loss. Thank you.
Yeah, I just met Mahesh 2-3 times, and what I understood from him, he was a very charismatic figure, and we have seen not a single supermarket here grown up, and we have seen that how the enthusiastic he was. He definitely a good soul, and whoever like his children and everything, he must be blessed from him, and we will show him as a like a guidance soul for the whole for their children, and we wish all the good luck for them, and definitely he will be there to shower his blessing to all of them. Om Shanti.
Mahesh ji used to be always helpful, and I'd like to thank him for what he has done. And it's very unfortunate. When I heard the news, it was very shocking, and for a couple of days I thought it should be just a dream. I pray God to give strength to their families. One thing about Mahesh ji is, I remember he used to be the first person in the gym early morning, and I used to ask him, how is it possible, even though you go late, sleep late in the night? He says, no, for me, just 5 hours is okay. 5 hours of sleep is enough. And it was an inspiration about his physical fitness, and I'm very, it's very sad that he's no more with us. I once again pray God to give strength to their family. Thank you.
On behalf of Bharti, Lipakshi, and our entire family, we would like to express our sincere gratitude to all of you for your love and support extended to us during this tough days of grief. We sincerely appreciate and value your friendship. Prayers to the Almighty as Mahesh continues his journey to the lotus feet of God and attains Sadgati. Om Shanti. And thank you for joining us.
Thank you all very, very much for being here. A lot of people spoke and said some very heartwarming things. A lot of y'all didn't say anything, but they also said some things which we could read in your eyes. A lot of women didn't speak, but we know the kind of bonding y'all shared with him. A lot of y'all have thoughts. Shrikant is just hiding there, and as are some others. I can see y'all have not said words. It is a difficult moment, but thank you all, each and every one of you, for standing by us. And we know, and we go back assured, that y'all are there for Bharti and Lipakshi in this very, very difficult time. God takes people away in their old age. Mahesh hadn't reached that stage. God takes away those who are in bad health. But Mahesh was a fitness freak. He couldn't have done that to him. So he took us away took him away in a freak accident where we had no control on anything. He didn't realize for a second, the next second he was away from us. He didn't go through any pain, but that's no consolation for us because he's left us with a lot of pain. That is going to be difficult for a long time for us. But thank you all for standing by our side in this very, very difficult moment. We know that Bharti and Lipakshi are shattered, but your presence is some consolation. Every time you'll come over, it brings us a little more peace because there is a piece of Mahesh with each and every one of you. Thank you.